Surprised at this £1,000 figure because my insurance is at the minute going down. So why is it that for an awful lot of people those figures are really going up?
Well, there's a couple of reasons. First of all, congratulations to you, because you must be doing something right if your insurance is going down. But there are a couple of reasons why it's going up. The first of all is that insurance premiums for a long time have been sort of artificially low. What with the pandemic, people were doing much more reduced mileage, and they haven't been increasing as fast as perhaps they should have when people sort of took back to the roads, given claims and whatever. So we are expecting insurance companies over the next couple of years to post some financial losses, which of course they need to recoup via their premiums. But the other thing is just the rising costs of everything. And I'm going to put all the car parts, all the equipment needed to actually fix a car to one side for a minute. Even we're just going to talk about their energy costs. They're going up in some cases up to 300%. So when you imagine all the fixed costs of the people who are actually doing the work to your car going up dramatically, that is only going to be reflected in the amount of money it costs to repair your car, which is in turn going to be reflected, unfortunately, in your premium.
Yeah, but you don't seem to be able to do very much tinkering with the price either nowadays, do you? A while ago, you used to be able to say, oh, I'll go for a huge amount of excess to pay, or you would go for a third-party fire and theft instead of a comprehensive, or something like that. But nothing seems to make that much difference anymore.
Well, insurance companies are now offering policies with reduced cover. So, for example, windscreen protection. It may now not be part of your policy, whereas it was standard previously. So there are ways that insurance companies are trying to actually, reduce the cover. You may still have comprehensive insurance, but the cover you're actually getting is reduced. So they're trying that. But research from Confused.com has shown that actually the biggest thing you can do to save money on your car insurance is to shop around. Most people, the vast majority of people, over half, will always auto-renew. Now, consistent data over the years has shown that if you actually shop around and find a new policy, you can almost certainly save some significant money. Now, this varies very much on geographically where you are as well, but you can carry your no claims bonuses through these days. So, people who have that misconception that staying with the same insurer protects their no claims bonus, that has gone. So therefore, you can save money if you shop around.
Yeah, but there's always the old trick. I mean, I've got to be honest, it's what I do, is the, you get the premium through, you're not happy with it, you ring them up. You say, I'm not happy with this is too much. And instantly they knock a couple of £100 off it.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. Have you not done that?
That's how you've done it, no.
Yeah, you just say, I'm not happy with this. There's no reason for this to have gone up this much, or we'll reduce it. Or we can do some movement on that.
Well, this just really goes to prove the point about shopping around, because generally there will be some flexibility in a premium. Now, whether it is, as Anne was saying, tinkering with excess, or whether, as you, Stephen, are just ringing them up and saying it's not good enough, there is actually margin in there. So if you are prepared to sort of put in the legwork, whether it be by shopping around or just by calling them up, you can probably see a reduction. The big sort of factor in all of this, and the biggest losers, if you like, are the young people, because we're increasingly seeing premiums for the younger people just skyrocketing. And whereas in the past they used to be able to opt for a telematics policy where they would have a black box, what we're now seeing is that that's making a much smaller difference. So savings for them are actually really hard to come by.
Yeah. Just before we let you go, Amanda, Ford Fiestas, the end of the line. I feel quite sorry about this, and I've never even driven one.
Well, given the number of Fiestas sold, I think it's about 2.2 million in this country alone. I think everybody at some point has sort of crossed over, touched, been involved in a Ford Fiesta in some way. I had my driving lessons in one. But I think a really significant point here is this idea that it's people's first car, the idea that it's this clapped out car, and maybe it was second, third, fourth hand when you actually got it. The big thing is this was your key to independence. This is the point at which you went from being a child, you became independent and you could come and go as you please. So the Ford Fiesta was an absolutely outstanding piece of engineering. It was compact, it was small, it was, when they first came out in the 1970s, I think they were about £1,800. They were cheap. How times have changed. But unfortunately, it is a sign of the time. The factory in Germany is being repurposed to build electric SUVs. So this takes a lot of time, and therefore the Fiesta has to say farewell.
OK, what was your first car?
Oh, mine was an absolute pile of rubbish. I had a Fiat 127. It was dreadful. I mean, it really was dreadful. Yeah. It was about £400. And after 8 months, my sister and I bought it, actually. And after about 8 months, the wiring was absolutely knackered. Took it to be repaired, and it was going to be £800 to repair that. And so we decided to write it off.
Breaks your heart, doesn't it? Yeah. How many of us have been told that? Oh,
yeah. Oh, there you go. Look, Amanda, really good to see you.
After that, it was very reliable.
Oh, very nice. Good to see you. Thanks very much indeed.
How many times have you ever heard that when the garage says it would cost you, far more than it's worth just to repair that?